dikerjakan dengan lebih mudah, lebih praktis.
Itu manfaatnya.
Iya.
Makanannya.
Itu aja itu.
Kasih non sama gambar.
Think it's just about time to stop discussion and do some report. Still more time to do the work? Sudah habis? Belum. Oke. 5 menit lagi. They want 5 minutes to finish their group discussion, and then we listen to the songs, and then we dengar reportnya, nah? Okay, good.
Ganganlah labu tong-tong bengkelar, sengaja bersalai pedas rasanya, jeruk tegarong pucuk sawinya, pirilah asam nyaman rasanya, gede-gede sidah embok dengan busu, asem akan mandi bertahu-tahu, apalagi berasnya si beras baru, mentuha mandi imbu-imbu. Ganganlah labu, ganganlah labu, ganganlah labu. Ganganlah labu tong-tong bengkela, sangat cabai selai pedas rasanya, jeruk tegaron pucuk sawinya, pirilah asam nyaman rasanya, gedek-gedek sidah embok dengan busu, sing a song, makan mandi bertahu-tahu, apalagi berasnya si beras baru, mentuha mandi imbu-imbu. La la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la, la 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 la.
Very good. Her voice. Satu lagi. Bengawan Solo, oke. Satu lagi, Bengawan Solo, oke. Oke.
Ya.
Dengan bapaknya sini.
Oke. Hello. Oke. Bengawan Solo, Bengawan Solo, riwayatnya ini sedari dulu jadi perhatian insan. Gunung Seribu air meluap sampai jauh dan akhirnya ke laut
itu
perahu riwayatnya dulu kaum pendatang selalu naik itu perahu. Bagus, terima kasih. Okay. Bengawan Solo is very famous in Thailand. I used to put it in Thai words. Oh, แม่น้ำโซโล เรื่องราวสายชนแห่งนี้เชื่อมจิตใจน้องเราน้องพี่ว่าชีวิตนี่มีขึ้นลง This is the song remind us that life is up and down. In summer, no water. So no friend. But in rainy season, the waters plentiful. Many friends come. But no water, no friend. Something like that. Okay, terima kasih. Thank you so much. Okay. Terima kasih untuk this. And then we will listen to the report. And followed by some more song from this group and middle group. Okay, this is now representative of the first one here. Thank you so much. Okay. We'll give the report. Okay. Thank you for this. Appreciate it. Okay.
daerah aja.
Apa ni? Halo. สงสัยไม่มีทาง
Anu aja situ ada.
โอเคครับ
Buah bolo. Buah bolo.
โอเคเชิญครับเชิญซิลิกัน
Research is often described as a process of investigation undertaken by an active, diligent, and systematic, which aim to discover, interpret, and revising facts. And then number two, what is definition of research and development? Research and development is a research and development activities and have a commercial interest in relation to research and development of pure science applied in the field of technology. And then number three, what are the roles of research and development? The role is for solve a problem or problem solving, and then provide answer to your question in the field of proposal. The last, get new knowledge of science. Thank you.
โอเค thank you มีกระสิโอเค
He said research is a systematic investigate process employed to increase or revise historical knowledge by discovering new facts. This is divided to general categories. Basic research is inquiry aimed to increase scientific knowledge. And the second one is applied research is effort mind to using basic research for solving problem or developing new process, product or techniques. The second one is what is the definition of research and development? Research and development is discovering new knowledge about the product, process and services, and we try to apply the knowledge and to create new and improve the product, process and service that will fill the market or society needs. And the last one, what are the rules of research and development? First, research and development can be bridging the gap between something happening in the research before and the next research. And research and development can be used to develop the new quality of product. And the third is research and development can be developed in knowledge aspect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good, very good.
Discuss the following question. For number one, to be based dictionary, research is systematic inquiry investigation to a subject in order to discover or review facts, theory, application, and many more. To be based Wikipedia, research is creative work undertaken on a systemic basis in order to increase the stock of knowledge to devise new application. Number two, what is the definition of research and development? Research and development is the part of commercial company in its activity concerned with applying the result of scientific research to develop new product and improve existing ones. Number three, the rule of research and development. I included five. The rule of R&D. Number one is new product development. That means new product research. Before a new product is development, research and development department conduct and fraud study to support the project. Number one, exciting product updates. This is mean exciting product of the company also fall under the scope and research on development. Number three, quality check. That means exciting product. In many companies, the research and development team handles the quality check on product created by the company. Number one is innovation. Thank you very much.
The activities consist of investigation, experiment, which is need carefulness and using specific method to achieve the goal. And then number two, what is the definition of research and development? Research and development is a process or steps to develop a new product or to make something better. The product here is not only just a hardware, but also include the software. And then the rules of R&D. Number one is we can get something new. Number two is R&D can revise an old program or old product to a new one. And then the third is the result of R&D can be used to make a good planning in the future and make something better. Thank you.
Thank you, Dovito. Thank you so much. Okay, let's.
Vivaldi. Escapade ici, on y va avec Johann Strauss.
Johann Strauss.
Le mélange ici, je m'excuse. On y va avec
Actually, just to review, research is searching for and gathering information to answer a question or a problem. If you have a question or problem, you start to find out the answer. That's a research. You want to know how many people in here with long hairs, right? How many people here with long hair? You start to count.
Excuse me.
Uh,
Will you please?
sorry. Terima kasih. Always happen. Belum dimasukkan ini. Okay. Tidak pakai. Sorry. Harus diganti ini dulu. Okay. Definition of research. Research is the process actually searching for and gathering information to answer a question. If you have the question, you start to find out the answer. That's a research. Okay. If you have a problem, you start to look for the solution to the problem. That's research. Okay. Research. Penyelidikan. Right? Research. Penyelidikan. Research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomenon. Research involves inductive and deductive method. See, what is inductive? Inductive method analyze the observed phenomenon and identify the general principle, structures, or processes underlying the phenomenon observed. Inductive. What is deductive then? Deductive methods verify the hypothesized principle through observations. The purposes are different. One is to develop explanations, and the other is to test validity of the explanation. So there are two ways to do the research: inductive and deductive. Okay. The roles of the research, as you reported, actually that's quite the answer, very good answer, and compiled in your paper, Sandy. Here we combine 5 roles of research. First is searching, scanning, and watching for a new body of knowledge and technology, in this case in education, through documentary research. Have you heard the term DR, documentary research? You search for the answer from the papers, from books, texts, and research papers, without having to go to collect the information yourself. So they call documentary research. Search from documented papers to answer your questions, to answer your research question. Now, historical research, you look back to the past. I just talked with Ibu Tida that some native people of Borneo call themselves Kutai. The word Gu was used in Thailand and part of southern part of China, because actually the native Thai people are so vast. They live in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, northern, southern China, and we can understand they use, they call themselves Gu, similar to a Gu in Bahasa, Gu. And then they call the second person Mung, similar to Mu in Bahasa, Gu, Mung, polite word. See, but in Thailand now it's considered to be not polite to say Gu. So they usually among close friends will call Mung. มึงไปไหนมากูหิวกูเมามากันกูหิว so กูไทย if this mean กูไทย I Thai it might mean Thailand also so I was trying to refer back to the history 2,340 years ago, written in our stone inscription that our ancestor, a king by the name of Tawan, meaning Matahari, Tawan Athiraj, went using the ships and then occupy the island of Borneo and name it Nai Khan Law in our history. Nai Khan Law. So it might be possible that part of the Thai people by that 2,000 years remain settled in that island and call themselves Gu Thai. This is just hypothesis, you see. It's more of the so-called deductive research kind of things. So we want to search for new knowledge and technology in education through documentary research, historical research. So Indonesian people, for example, in history, the ancestor came from where? Many hundred or even thousand years ago, from the history of Indonesia. The ancestor came from the kingdom of Champa, right? You know where Champa is? Champa. You know where it is now? Where? Di mana? Champa. Champa is the kingdom which is now northeastern part of Thailand. That's Champa. And there's a very big kingdom called the capital of Luang Prabang in Laos. The area surrounding Luang Prabang is called Champa, is called Chawaka. So it might be possible that the Chawa in Indonesia might be occupied by the immigrant people from that part, you see. It's just hypothesis. Qualitative and qualitative research, meaning to mixed method, mixed research. They try to use both of them to explain something. Okay, and establishing new research through the grounded theories. Have you heard the term grounded theories? Write it down. Grounded theories. Please write this one down. Grounded theories. Grounded theories is the way of research to establish the new theories based on what you observe in your own land. Grounded theories, actually there are about 4 or 5 steps in them. Help you create the new theory. For example, we have meaning myself and my team, we have conducted a research since the year 2000 to prove that Buddha, Lord Buddha, was never born in India and had never gone to India. God Buddha was born in the land called Champu Dweep or Suvarna Bhumi, comprising Thai, Laos, Cambodia, Mon and Burma. This is the land where Buddha was born. That's why you could see many temples, many footprints of Buddha here in this land, not in India. There are only 221 places related to Buddha in India. Reason why? Because Buddha was never been born in India, nor traveled to India. But Mahayana was born in India because of the Buddhists, the Devara, the monks who want to change the rules of the Buddha and they were rejected. They moved away to create their own way of Buddhist called Acharyavad or Mahayana Buddha. So Mahayana Buddha was born in India in the year, you know what year? The year 624 Buddhist years. About 700 years after the Buddha was born. Mahayana was born in India. But the Lord Buddha himself, God Buddha I call him, was born in this land. This is called grounded theories. Here, I have 45 volumes of Buddhist scripture. And when you read through this, you can feel that you have no strength feeling at all. Because whatever mentioned in here is your way of living in Thailand, in Indonesia. Because I have been living in Indonesia for nearly 2 years as UNDP expert, training advisor. We felt so much at home in Indonesia. If I have to choose my second home from Thailand, I would go to Indonesia. This is Tulus dari hati saya. It's true. It's true. Bukan manis dari.
That's because I think he have the close friend over there.
Yes, I have many close friends. Okay. Okay. Rule number one of research is to scan. Now, when you look at the screen, you look and you do like this. Close your eye. That means you capture. Even now, if I would say, okay, capture. Something is wrong here. When I say capture, it will snap for me. You embarrass me. Okay. So this one is to scan. When we read books, it's scanning. But when we look and then we capture, we call capturing. Okay. So there are two ways people get information: by capturing and by scanning. Okay. Rule number 2. So that there are two words in here: surveying prospective educational technology and resources beneficial to education. So we educators in various areas need to conduct research to explore and survey. Explore meaning to find a new truth, but survey meaning to find the status of existing truth to use as what happened? Baseline information for both basic and advanced research. So there are two words in here: explore undiscovered fact. Survey to see existing facts. You know the survey, right? Usually when we make use of survey research, we send the questionnaires followed by interviewing. That's survey. But to explore, usually you may have to do it yourself. You have to travel with one bag in your back, and then you walk and find out what happened. That's explore the new possibility. Okay. Number 3 is to creating innovations in education. This is the role of educators such as education technologists. I am education technologist who, similar to medicine, we have the medical doctors, but we have medical technologists who invent a lot of machine, who invent MRI, you know MRI, magnetic resonance. Then you can go into that and they scan your brain and your nerves, something like that. So the education technologists and teachers and other people pursue through R&D to create innovative prototypes. Innovative, it means something new. Prototype, proto means first. Bersatu, first, right? Yeah. Pertama, prototypes, it means kind, first kind or first type. Comprising new concepts, principles, systems, mechanisms, and inventions applicable to education. So innovative prototypes may be idea, concept. For example, the innovative idea that Buddha was never born in India. This is innovative concept. Innovative historical concept. So we have to prove that Buddha was never born in India. We have to look for some hypothesis to prove that. Okay. Principles. There are many new principles, but also many old principles. System and mechanism must go lie online. System. When you talk about system, you have to talk about elements or components, right? There are five group of components. First is context. Second, input. Third, processes. Fourth, outputs. And fifth, feedback. So we call this CIPOF model, CIPOF model. Whatever you do, you have to base on this CIPOF model. Before doing anything, before you build a home, you have to look around, meaning to do the context analysis. Then you have to think of the inputs. What are needed to build a house? It's inputs. Even the concept of the house is also input. You want to build what kind of house? Brick house or wooden house is also the concept. And then the concept of the house that you should build a house near the source of water, right? Near the pond, near the river, near the canal. That's the concept. And after then you start to build your house is the process. And after you build your house, you have to evaluate whether your house is good, beautiful, or give you warm feeling to live in. Have you ever experienced this? You go to a house of your friend and you feel so cool and you don't want to leave that house. You see? You feel it being so warm that you feel so at home in your friend's house. This is the one atmosphere. And at the same time, you go to another person's house, you don't even want to stay more than 1 hour. You want to go away. Have you have this kind of feeling? See, that's just the evaluation of the product. See, and then the feedback is that the Chinese and Thai believe in the so-called sight. The sight. The Chinese word is huang chui. It means direction of the winds and the water, because we believe that you have the power from up there. When you go to do to your masjid, where you have to put your hands up like this, you know the meaning? What you are begging for? What are you receiving? The power from Him. And you can feel it. Even when I put my hand, I can feel something on my hand, you see. When you beg for, you will get. That's the idea. Because our God, your Allah, is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. He is everywhere. He is in the wind. He is in the sunlight. He is in the water. See? He can feel. And our Buddha, my Buddha, God Buddha is in similar position. He is also ubiquitous, you see. So, I tell you that these kind of things, you will need to rethink all the time. Rethink, so that you will not get stuck with imitation with other people. Now the bad thing is that Eastern people, we, China, everywhere, are in terms of age more than the Western people. But why? We don't realize the power of our history. Why we believe that the Western people are better than us? Now, when we start to join as ASEAN community, right? Each country will say, you have to study English. Not me. Why don't you start to study Bahasa? Right? Why don't you study Thai? If we can study three or four languages among, meaning if you come to Thailand, you speak Thai. If orang Indonesia datang ke Bangkok, ke Muang Thai, seharusnya bilang bahasa Thai. Kalau orang Thai ke Indonesia, seharusnya bilang bahasa Indonesia. Kalau itu sebuahnya kapan so close, apa? So close to each other, right? That's the idea. Why do we have to speak other people's language? Even you say, you feel, Dr. Cheong so good, he's so good in English, he can write really well. Because he worked for UNDP. No, I'm never feel proud of that, I tell you. But I will feel proud that I could speak some, even very limited level of your language. I feel so proud. I went to Kuala Lumpur and started to talk with them. They asked me, are you from Kuala Lumpur? I think because of the ways, the vocabulary I speak is different from what Bahasa Malaysia. And because we have added Javanese in Bahasa Indonesia also. Now, role number 4. Inspecting, this is also important. Inspecting, maintaining, and confirming technological approach and skills in each of education scope to find out forgotten technology. Now you know what? There were many technologies in our lands, in Indonesia, Thailand, but they were forgotten. They were buried by the sands and the soil of Western people. And sometimes they steal our property, our intellectual property, and then get it patented in their land. So it's our duty to maintain, confirm, improve, and disseminate them and develop them to be the better ones. See, this is the fourth role of research. In this sense, the idea is that it must be R&D, research and development. Now one thing you have to be proud of, Indonesia, Nagara Indonesia is so big, comprising 13,000 islands, right? And then it lasted, if you travel from Patak, right? From the eastern part to Ambon, you take about 5 or 6 hours on aeroplane. And you have 3 time zones, different, right? Your country is so big, thanks to Gajah Mada, right? Thanks to him, that he could collect all the small islands to be one great nation. And Palapa, you know, right? Palapa, a great name, the vow that he made. Yeah, right? Okay. Oh, you want to? Okay, please. Yeah, okay, sorry. Okay. See, when I went to your country, I studied history, and I'm very, very impressed with the way people in your country build your country up, and the way you absorb technological and idea from the Dutch and start to develop your own. Okay. Number 5, the last one. This is very important. Is to. I'm sorry. Okay. The idea of this is that inspecting, confirm. I think it's the same thing. And skill. So what happened? No. Okay. Number 5. Number 5 is that after you have done role number 1 to number 4, you have to start it to put them together. Developing knowledge centers and knowledge management through the design and developing approach models for educational resource and appropriate strategies for compiling, retrieving, and disseminating knowledge, experiences, and skills in various forms. You have to, it is actually giving emphasis on knowledge center, knowledge base. Nowadays, actually we have created a word. I myself started, and then Professor Kip Keson make it better. The so-called Gulf model. Okay.
You can see.
Gulf model. You know what it stands for? This is the new way of learning. Gulf model. The new ways of learning. The future way of learning. Learning takes place when you have knowledge center first. Second, learning takes place when you have pictorial centers, where you can see pictures, because one picture worth 1,000 words. Okay, one picture. And then third one, there must be some kind of interaction You don't do it alone. You need to share this to other people. So social media. So 3 knowledge center, pictorial centers, and social media. The 3 components signify the future learning of humankind. So Gulf model will be the starting point from that. G comes from what? G. From? Say it. G.
I think somebody on the
Gulf model. I ask you, what does it come from? GULF. G is from what? I tell you, the future learning will comprise 3 components. 1 is knowledge center. 2nd, pictorial center. 3rd, social media. So this model signifies the 3 components. G is from Google, right? Now you know. Then U. G is Google, U is what? If you want to see a video, where did you go? YouTube, right? And what whole L? L is just simply simple learning. Google and YouTube learning with what? With what? F. Facebook. Facebook signifies social media. Maybe chat on, maybe Line, maybe WhatsApp, maybe Facebook, maybe Yahoo, anything at all. So this is the new way of learning. So we give the importance to knowledge centers. We can say that there is no topic at all in this world that you can not have video to show to your pupils, to your students. Only you type the word in Google and click video, you can see a lot. You type your name in English or in Thai in Google and click video. And when you miss me, when you go back to Surabaya and you want to see me, you type my name in Google and click video. You see me. Sometimes you see my son. My son meaning the me some 30 years ago. Actually, myself, but I would look a lot younger, see, by that time.
And we will put him on Google site yesterday.
That's what Professor Pube told me that he would do that. I am looking forward to see that. Okay, what does it mean by from India? Pali is the native language of this land, Thai, Laos, Cambodia, and Burma. But Sanskrit is India. But they all mix up. They would say Pali and Sanskrit were from India. That's wrong. Pali was in our land. I say including Indonesia because we used a lot of Pali in the native language. See. There's a word called Akho. Akho in Bali or in Thai means again? Okay. Let me finish first then. Akho followed by 40, sorry. What happened? 40 0. Just a second, okay, let me finish typing. And then another one. Another word is also Pali. It's 1 followed by 140 0. Akho Thai Bali words means, when we say Akho, it means so many, countless. Actually, Akho is the number. When you write number 1 and followed by 40 zeros, is 1 Akho. Okay. So these are the 3 words that I think is very surprisingly coincide. Akho means a lot. How much is a lot? You write number 1 and followed by 40 zero. That's the number of 1 Akho. Google. You write number 1 followed by 100 zeros. That's one Google. 1 Kappa. You write number 1 and followed by 140 zero. The amount, that much. We never know how much it is, but 1 followed by 140 zeros. Okay, just write to let you know that the word Google is from Google. That means a lot. That means it can go endless. Unlimited. Right. The crawlers, they invented the crawlers that can find out if you type the name Chayong, your name. The crawler will go to find in even 2 seconds or 3 seconds and appear. Now, if you type my name in Google now, in English maybe about not much, a matter of 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, but in Thai, in some days it comes up to 1.5 million, maybe 100,000, depends on how much people refer to the name Chayong, something like that. Okay. So let's come back to number 5. Role in this case is to research will help develop knowledge centers. Okay. To in the future to create this model of learning called Google with YouTube Learning, Google and YouTube Learning with Facebook, meaning knowledge center and pictorial center learning with social media, like that. Okay, this is the idea. Okay. Okay, then come up to the term R&D, research and development. But in Europe they call it RTD. It's okay, research and technological development, RTD. But we refer to the word R&D. When we use the term R&D, it's general term for an innovative activities. For innovative activities of private or governmental organizations. I will scratch out the A in there. Okay. R&D is a high level of research. It's higher than survey research, aiming at creating engineering, business, or educational innovative prototypes following a set design and developmental steps to ensure effective use after large-scale application. So before large-scale application, if you invented something, before you start to commercialize it, you have to test it first to make sure that it works. So this is the idea of R&D. So how many R's and how many D's? How many research involved and how many development involved? It depends on the system you're making use of it. Okay. I will show you one of the model called 7-step model. But first I will tell you about the types of IND. Okay. At the present time, we can divide INDs in many ways, you see, but one of the most accepted one is that INDs are divided into 3 types. First is called pure basic or pure IND. First one. Second is applied IND. Third is experimental IND. When you look at it, do you understand what it means? I'm sure you understand. Basic or pure IND, sometimes they call pure basic IND. Pure basic IND is a pure basic research aiming at acquiring new knowledge through an experimental or theoretical work undertaken primarily to acquire new principles and new theories of the underlying foundation of phenomena and observable facts without any particular application or use in view. Meaning that when a person started to think of something, he may not even realize that what he finds will have the impact in the future. Einstein, for example, he was working on the theory of relativity and get the very famous formula E equal mc square, right? Only these 3, E equal mc square, started a lot of impact upon the earth and so on, โดยเฉพาะ especially when it's applied later on to the nuclear energy. Okay. So this is the idea that you may think of something without realizing the impact that will happen. Another person, Nobel was the name of a scientist who found or invented a kind of bomb. The bomb that can use to explode the mountain. You see, and he was so rich because his invention is used in the gun, in the bomb. That one is the second type called. I explained this already. Called applied IND. So what's applied IND is an applied research aiming at applying known knowledge or theories to create new products, service you mentioned in this group, right? The product and services for use in specific contexts, or developed a new knowledge and theory based on an existing theory directed primarily towards a specific practical aim or objective. The idea is that if you have a theory, you bring it up and apply, and sometimes you come up to the better theory. See? So that's called applied IND. In 1976, I invented an instruction system called Learning Center System, Learning Center Classroom. And then some 30 years later, in 1940, in 1997, we invented, top up on that, apply that to be experience-based approach instruction system called EBA. So EBA is the new theory of teaching, making use of experiential learning to the student. So the teachers develop by applying that theory to produce instructional packages to teach the student. Now, think of yourself before coming to Thailand, before studying a master degree program at University of Surabaya. You teach in school. Every day you go into the classroom. What do you have with you? Textbooks. What else? Do you bring this to your student? Okay, what else? Many things, right? Do you put them in a package? Meaning if you want to teach your subject for 15 weeks or 16 weeks for one semester, do you put what you teach in in 15 package and put in the bookshelf behind you? And when you want to go to teach, you bring the first package and carry with you to the classroom. And you put it down here and then open it with study guide and text. And then systematically you follow what you have prepared. So this is the idea of package. Package is the application of theories, active learning theory or something like that. So we have in Thailand, we have the system, if you are interested in the future, called EBA, experience-based approach, that you don't teach, you go to the classroom, you let your student work, perform the task and the activities based on what they want to do. So we call experience-based approach teaching method. Okay. Later on, if we have time, we'll tell you more about this. So this is applied R&D. For teacher, I'm sure, you may not have time to develop basic R&D, but you have time to apply what you have learned to bring up, not to introduce the new things. You produce your instructional package or teaching package to be used with your students. You see, this is apply R&D. And before you use your package with the student, you have to test it out. You try out first with the certain. There are also many tools to test or to try out your instructional media or package. Okay. In Thailand, we have developed a system also in testing out or trying out the innovative prototypes. Okay. Now the third type of R&D is called experimental R&D. This one actually is the top up of basic applied R&D. Is an experimental development research giving an emphasis on developmental stage. See, when you call R&D, you must ask how many R's and how many D. But this one is giving emphasis more on the developmental stage. It's a systematic work drawing on existing knowledge gained from research and practice and practical experience that's directed or producing new materials, products or services or a device, okay, installing new process, system and service, or improving those already produced or installed. So this one is a little higher level. Okay. But in terms of experimental, you have to utilize it hand in hand with basic and apply R&D. Okay. So the last point before we go to have lunch. Later on, I will give you this
Next Wednesday, I think.
next the so-called 7-step model for R&D in produced innovative prototypes. The 7-step, we'll talk about this later on.
Time over because they have time.
Okay.
4 o'clock, they have another class.
Okay. So look at the screen, close your eye, and capture. The 7-step will be in your mind.
Okay.
And then on next Wednesday, we will explain on this, the 7-step model for R&D. Okay.